Hello again, everyone. Edwin Leonard back once again in this YouTube astrological segment. I'm going to be talking about Mars square or opposition Neptune in a natal chart. Now, some of you may remember when I first started my YouTube astrology channel, I did a series on the aspects in a natal chart. They were a little bit concise. Some people may refer to them as snappy. So what I decided to do is make another series on them in which the videos would be a little bit longer and more descriptive. So anyway, first thing up is, well, if you have Mars square or opposite Neptune in your natal chart, it may be difficult for you to find that energy, which is Mars, to attain dreams and fantasies, which is Neptune. Now, let's say if Neptune is in Aquarius, as an example, those dreams and fantasies may be tied in with astrology, astronomy, computers, electronics, meteorology, aviation, innovation, or humanitarian or altruistic endeavors. Now, also, too, there may be times when you just feel, more like, relaxing often as opposed to actually doing things and taking action. Lethargy may conflict with actions you have to take. Sometimes it could be the other way around. Conversely, that, it could be that, being action-oriented or dominated by, just general activity may conflict with your sleep and rest, which is Neptune, activity or actions connected with Mars, of course. Now, also, too, having these aspects, one of these aspects in your chart, there may be trouble in terms of finding that inspiration, which is Neptune, to do things with little hesitation or procrastination, which is Mars. Now, let's say if you have Mars in Sagittarius as an example, those things that you would like to do, with that little hesitation or procrastination, those actions may be tied in publishing, advertising, religion, sports, philosophy, the outdoors. It could be also, another way these aspects may manifest or pan out in the natal chart is that there could be issues in terms of balancing the activities with sexual partners, which is Mars, and Neptune-related people. Neptune-related people, that can encompass a lot of different people, such as, could be people that are in less fortunate situations. It could be people that were formerly imprisoned. It could be, those that are in a Neptune-related field, such as poetry, dancing, photography, or the metaphysical, which includes astrology. The thing about this is, let's say if Mars is in Aries in a natal chart, sexual partners, one or more sexual partners may be an Aries sun, moon, or ascendant, or simply embody the characteristics of the sign. It could be people that are aggressive, assertive, forceful, courageous, those that have little or no physical fear. It could also be people that are very impulsive and impetuous. Now, another thing, too, is that, if you have any sexual partners as well, which is Mars, may not be in agreement, with the things that inspire you, which is Neptune. Now, if Neptune is in Scorpio, as an example, those things that inspire you, may be tied in with support or some kind of, transformation. It could be crisis situations you're dealing with. It could be something, connected with the occult, which includes astrology. Some other things include deep research, investigation, forensics, recycling, being able to empower and transform others, as some examples. Now, another thing, too, about these aspects, if there are any issues, with the feet, the toes, the pineal gland, or lymphatic or immune system, and that's Neptune, they may have more of an adverse effect on your vitality and energy, which is Mars, than most people. Now, I mean, let's say if Neptune is an Aquarius as an example, those issues I described that are anatomically connected with Neptune may be more sporadic, erratic, intermittent. They may be tied in with something nerve-related. If there's something with Neptune and Scorpio, maybe deeper issues. Neptune and Capricorn may be ones that may be more enduring, consistent, or maybe coming more with older age, could be bone related, in some instances. Now, also too, there may be trouble, balancing the activities, which is Mars, and resting and sleeping, which is Neptune. And again, as I was stating before, the thing about this is you can have where a lot of actions and doing things that require energy, physical strength, which is Mars, could dominate you to the point where you may deprive yourself of the sleep and the rest that you need, or it could be the other way around, where you could just be, go through periods very lethargic, or, sleeping a lot, and what could happen is you deprive, you don't devote the time to the actions that need to be taken, as a result of that. Now, if Mars is in Libra, as an example, the activity, may be tied in, with artistic endeavors such as drawing, painting, or sculpting. It could be legal matters. It could be your relationships in general. Maybe doing something with arbitration. It could be, trying to, could be doing something in a legal-related field, whether it's something with negotiation or art or the law. Some people maybe work with scales. As an example, scales are connected with Libra. Now, another thing too is there also may be difficulty finding the drive and motivation, which is Mars, for Neptune-related activities, which can poetry, dancing, photography, chemistry, fishing, boating, the metaphysical, which includes astrology. If Neptune is in Capricorn, as an example, those activities may be more consistent, well planned, premeditated, and maybe something that may be emphasized more in older age. As some examples, may be very consistent. Those things. Also, too, there may be difficulty, seeing the deception and duplicity, which is Neptune in Mars-related people, and Mars-related people that can include sexual partners, leaders. It could be those that are surgeons or people that are involved in sports or athletics. Maybe people that are, law enforcement. As some examples. And let's say, Mars, is in Pisces as an example. Those Mars-related people, one or more may actually be a Pisces sun, moon, or ascendant, or embody the traits of the sign. It could be people that are compassionate, altruistic, forgiving, empathetic, intuitive, emotional, sacrificing, but may also be, ones that are deceptive and evasive. Now, another thing too is that it may be troublesome in terms of healing, which is Neptune, physical related issues, which is Mars. Now, let's say, if Mars is in Taurus as an example, those physical related issues may be tied in with the neck, the throat, the thyroid, esophagus even. It could be, actions, which is Mars, that you may need to, that you take, may often be unrealistic, which is Neptune. If it's, say, if Neptune, or let's say Mars is in Gemini as an example, maybe tied in short journeys, those actions. It could be something connected with manual dexterity, such as auto or refrigeration mechanics, anything with the hands maybe tied in, with some issue with communication, with some examples. It could also be, if there's any, arguments, which is Mars, that are spiritual or connected with the metaphysical, including astrology, which is Neptune. They may be more acrimonious than most. And, Mars and Scorpio, as an example, can be, arguments with more, emotional intensity, more passion. It could be, Mars and Sagittarius. The arguments may be stated with, lack of tact and diplomacy. And also too, Mars square or opposite Neptune may also manifest in, where it could be harder to escape, which is Neptune. Volatile situations, which is Mars. Than most people. If Mars is in the zodiac sign Cancer, as an example, there may be volatile situation, on the home front with home or family members, and it may strongly, impact your safety and security more so than most people. Anyway, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment. Until next time, everyone,